For the moment, all we can say is that we are heartbroken.
For NBC's Matt Lauer, for what he did, he's been fired for sexual misconduct. Good afternoon, I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Latrice Curry. This is just the latest example of sexual harassment allegations that are flooding the headlines, but they also have a local impact.
One Chattanooga law firm estimates it's seen sexual harassment cases more than double recently. Channel 3's Caitlin Chastain sat down with a lawyer to talk about the environment surrounding sexual harassment in the office, and she begins our team coverage.
I spoke with an attorney who says the laws prohibiting sexual harassment have been around for decades, but now he believes we will see those laws enforced much more often.
The days of the 1950s in which this is absolutely socially acceptable behavior are no longer here.
He's talking about sexual harassment in the workplace, a topic making headlines after people like film executive Harvey Weinstein, CBS This Morning's Charlie Rose, and most recently NBC Today's Matt Lauer were all fired from their positions after various accusations of sexual misconduct. So we sat down with attorney Harry Burnett to talk about how the conversation around sexual misconduct in the office is changing.
Women in the environment have reached the point where they say, we're not going to take it anymore.
He says federal and state laws have been around for decades prohibiting sexual harassment, but even he remembers a time when victims were urged not to speak out.
At some points during my legal career, it was frowned on. You know, that's just something that they needed to put up with.
He says it's crucial to make sure everyone in the workplace has an understanding of what is acceptable. For example, knowing if your company has a policy against relationships between coworkers, but defining sexual harassment on its own isn't always easy.
Sexual harassment is somewhat in the eye of the beholder.
But it comes down to one key element: if comments or advances are wanted.
It's an unwanted touching or comments.
Burnett says the culture is changing.
People have a stronger sense of what's right and what's wrong than they perhaps once had.
Workplaces are not required by law to give employees sexual harassment training. However, Burnett says it is strongly encouraged. Now, if you're being sexually harassed, there are some tips we would like for you to know. The first step is to find the courage to speak up. Tell the offender what they're doing is wrong and try to come to a solution. And if the behavior continues, follow your company's policy. If there's still no solution, you can take it to court. You can find more tips on what to do if you're being sexually harassed on our website, wrcbtv.com. In the studio, Caitlin Chastain, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, some good advice there. Thanks so much, Caitlin. Well,